YOLO composing gloves here, and I have just a ridiculous run of Risk of Rain. You can see I've been playing for a while, 155 minutes. I was told that if you got 300 crowbars, which if you look at in the lower right corner, I have 505, just to be safe. You should be able to one-shot Providence, but I'm at the point now where I'm not doing anything. I'm just standing still, and I just literally kill stuff by being next to it. So I kind of went a little overboard with this. But if I just shoot, you can see they all die. So I just thought it'd be interesting to record the last bit of this run. So let's find the teleporter. I've been stacking up on goat hooves. But here's the teleporter, so we'll activate that. And yeah, so originally I died starting this. Probably my third run, because I just started collecting nothing but the crowbars, and that just wasn't working. And you can also see I have 34 ceremonial knives, I believe is what they're called. And what they do is every time you add one, you get, I think, 2 more bullets. So I've got a number of stacks here. What else have I got going on? Let me remove my picture so you can see everything. So here is my entire crew. So I stacked up on Wicked Rings right away because I wanted to be able to use the second on the commander, whatever his name is, something with command in it. I wanted to be able to use the second without having to wait for the cooldown. So as soon as I get 1 critical strike, that's immediately available. And then from there, I use that to set up the rest. So that's my current stack. I'm still grabbing crowbars just out of muscle memory. But I could probably be grabbing these and the syringes for attack speed. Because ironically, I didn't really ever grab that many, because I was using the 2 so much. The arms race is what is giving my drones all those missiles. I think I can pretty much stand still and things will just die. I'm not sure it's even possible for me to die at this point. So I'm just too powerful. And so, okay, we're all done there. It's just crazy how strong. I don't even have to think about what I'm doing anymore, and I'll win. So let's go face the final boss. I'm just sort of grabbing whatever, why pass up items, you know? Crowbars. Get some more jumping. Crowbars. They probably go crowbars. So, like, I could have grabbed a bunch of other things, but I've been going for these. The ceremonial, that's what it is. Ceremonial dagger. Ceremonial dagger is pretty dope. Alright. Let's go get them. Oh, and I also learned that the elite item that causes the tally marks to appear is that hit list item. I've gotten that on accident before. Just because I got the item without realizing what it was, and I never connected it. Cool, so we should be good. Let's go to the portal. Go to the last place. 521 crowbars. I've got 28 timers. I know they end at like 10. You can't stack them that many times just because that is they're over the crowbars. So when I open a green box and a white box at the same time, I end up getting one of those. And for the use item, I was using the thing that looks like a steering wheel for the longest time. That gives you, because it gives you additional boxes. You can tell I have all my items completely memorized. So at this point, you can just, crap's gonna die. The shield tends to go away a lot faster. I don't think it's buffed the same way as everything else. The charge shield generator just does so much damage. It's crazy. Yeah, these guys don't even know what's gonna hit them. So I'm just gonna go straight through. There is one where I got a couple hundred of these. What are these? Bundle of fireworks. And I got so many of those that my computer could barely render. For this, if I'm like shooting, I can get enough of those spirit bolts to let's see if we can get a good like one-shot kill somewhere. Oh, like there's a... The enemy has to be over 80% health. Anyways, what I was gonna say is there's a super rare chest up there. We can go get that. Open. Let's kill these dudes. So that's the list. I can't point at it. Anyways, the thing next to the dagger, that's the list that gives you the tally marks at the bottom. It's kind of like every time I go into a battle now, it's like extra slow motion, like extra epic. When in reality, it's just because my computer can't do that. It's going, what are you doing? Did I not activate this? Yeah, so I don't know. Grab some gasoline cans. There's not really much else for me to grab. I'm kind of like with thinking about it. When you get this strong, there's really nothing left to do. I was thinking about trying to max out, or not max out, I guess, but trying to get as many projectile objects as possible, just to see how crazy I can get. But I'm already like pushing it, so. The idea was with the ceremonial knives, I was like, I'll just get so many of those that when stuff appears, once one thing dies, it will all die. And that combined with the arms race has kind of worked out. Because the ceremonial knife is great at the beginning, but if you get other legendaries and don't stack the knife quickly becomes kind of useless just because it doesn't do enough damage. But at this point, then sometimes they can form these really cool... They swirl out like that when there's nothing to attack, and then when something appears, they'll come back in, and that can look really dope. See if we maybe can get one of those. It's a use item chest. No one cares about that. Oh, what the heck are the odds of that? That's crazy. How many of these do we have now? We have 38 ceremonial daggers. And apparently everyone's over there behind me because it's where all my bolts are going. We'll get a golden gun. Golden gun does stack with with this stuff. So, and I've been warned, Providence, I guess, has some thresholds that if you don't pass the threshold all the way, you can run into some glitches that can cause problems. So I got just a crap ton of crowbars just to be safe, to know that I have enough to completely murder Providence. I believe it's just, there's just 2 doors and then that's the final boss stage right there. I took the healing drone item just because it seemed kind of useful. I gotta wait 8 more seconds. I didn't max out my health on this one. I've done that before. It can be interesting. So I gotta be careful with all these drones. I'm afraid they're gonna kill or whittle down the health before I can do the one shot. So I kind of keep my distance to try hitting them from afar. I wish there was like, if anyone knows, if there was like a way to remove it. What the heck? How did a chest end up in there? I can't get to that. Well, that's a problem. So on this ship, there's like things you can go grab if we had the key cards, but I haven't even picked up one key card. And they're like, you can use them in the final battle. We'll get some some sticky bombs. Why not? When you're starting out, I try to grab sticky bombs early on because they just really help a ton with damage. You just don't kill things fast enough at the beginning. Some people grab infusion as their very first grab item, but I usually grab the scythe and build up my critical hits. And I'll go for infusion on maybe my third grab. The first thing I grab is this the purse or whatever, smart shopper. Because you can't buy anything else if you don't have money. And killing people takes time, so you want to be as efficient as possible with that. Another rare chest. You know something? Sometimes you just get a ton of these chests. Sometimes you like don't see one for ages. It's one of those things. Let's see if we're good to go through yet. All right, here we go. Let's see this thing in action. Well, that's not one shot. I've been lied to, or I would just have, maybe not lied to. Maybe I didn't set this up right. Oh well. So like, I can pretty much just use my 2 once I do shot down. I wonder if, oh yeah, that can do damage. Don't stand there for that. Oh, this punk got one of my drones. Not cool, man. Are we gonna see the worms? Here are the worms that shoot lasers. Some crazy worms. So the charge field is amazing for fighting enemies like that. We took out the worms fast. Okay, there we go. I guess maybe the first layer's got something on it. I don't know. I know there's like a shield there. It says teleporting attack thing. Well, that was less spectacular than I thought. I don't know how come this person takes so long to beat, even when you're this strong, but they do. Well, we did it. And we left with everything but our humanity. See our stats here. What do we got going on? Unlock the chef. Pretty stoked about that. I guess I've had a run that's been longer than this. I thought this was my longest run. I don't know. Anyways, 166 minutes. That's too long. I know I've gotten to higher levels before. I'm not sure. I've never tried to optimize a leveling up. So, I don't know. Maybe we'll look at that sometime.